All right, let's see. Let me turn this down. Let's see here. All right, can you hear me okay? Is my mic on? Yeah. Dude, I never fixed the I think it's the upload speed, download speed. I'm not sure which one it would be. I never fixed it, so the stream might mess up a little bit. I'm sorry. I forgot to do it. Probably gonna listen. Let's see. There we go. Much better. Oh man, how are you guys doing? That was pretty good. Only 5 turnovers. That's a start. I was definitely expecting us to win that game. Definitely expecting us to win that game. Hold on, let me. I can barely hear myself with this thing. All right. Yeah, how everybody doing? That was nice, man. That was nice. I was definitely expecting us to win. I had no doubts that the Spurs would win. This is one of those games that if we would have lost, I would have straight up said there's no excuse for losing this game. There would have been no excuse for losing this one. All right, so give me a second. Let me do something. Give me a split second. But yeah, like there would have been no excuse. No excuse. This is the difference, right? Like people kept saying, well, people kind of stopped doing it after a while, but it was that whole narrative that, well, we're just as bad as the Pistons. Why are the Spurs just as bad as the Pistons? It's like, no, we're not as bad as the Pistons. When you say that the Spurs don't have direction, Pistons actually literally don't have direction. The Spurs have a direction. They don't have anything. It's very sad what's going on over there with the Pistons. I feel bad for them. I feel bad for the fans. I feel bad for the fans. They're so trash. They're so bad. They're so bad. And we'll talk about more from player to player in a second. All right, guys. So before we get into this game, I do want to mention our sponsor for not only this video, but the channel as a whole. And they've been the sponsor all season long, and they're going to be the sponsor until the season ends. And that is BetUS.
BetUS, America's favorite sports book, where you can bet on everything, anytime. Sportsbook, casino, horse racing, live betting, and more. We have the best bonuses in the industry. That's right, get a 125% sign-up bonus. And to celebrate our 30-year anniversary, we are giving up to 30 risk-free bets, a truck, Super Bowl tickets, and more. Don't miss out. Play smart. Join now. BetUS, where the game begins.
All right, so big shout out to BetUS. As you guys know, all you have to do if you want to go ahead and join BetUS or at least try it out, you'll get a 125% bonus. Link in my description. That means if you put $100 in, you get $125 to play with. So let's just go ahead and look up. I just want to show you guys some stuff real quick. If you head on over to basketball, because that's what we actually care about, and I like checking up on this. So let's scroll down here. They got NBA props. There's so many different things that you can do as far as over under rebounds, over under points for specific games. But what I like to always go to, because the Spurs just beat the Pistons, right? So let's see. We have to, our championship chances have to be higher, right? Let's see. It's exactly how it was before. But if you wanted to make a bet, all you would do is you would hit this right here on the right side. You go over to risk, and I don't know, we'll put in $5. You put in $5. Bet on the San Antonio Spurs. $5. You'll win $5,000. Absolutely insane. But yeah, there's so many different things that you can try out. Like I said, sports books, player props, a lot of different. It's so much versatility over at BetUS. So if you guys want to check it out, like I said, link in the description. So many different things. Somebody told me, because I actually kind of agreed. They were like, one that would be risky, but actually probably pretty decent is the Clippers. They're at plus 900, the money line. Hold on, out of curiosity, if we did $10 to win you 90. Okay, you're gonna have to put a little bit on there. 450. You put in 50, 450 win if the Clippers go all the way. But yeah, anyways, so many different things over here. So please go check out BetUS. And when you're supporting the sponsors, you're supporting the channel. You're supporting me. So yeah. Anyways, all right. So let's talk about this game, y'all. Let's see if I can bring it up real quick. I don't know why I didn't have it up already. Good stuff. Wish there was more Blake versus Ivy. I suppose Ivy was very underwhelming for me. He was very underwhelming in this game. I know he ended decent, but I think it was more so his shot selection that kind of irked me a little bit. I actually found myself during this game yelling at the Pistons. Yeah, no, like really, I found myself yelling at the Pistons. I got angry with the Pistons. Obviously, I'm a Spurs fan, right? Clan the Spurs fan here, but yeah, I like genuinely got upset with the Clippers. I mean, not Clippers, I'm sorry, the Pistons. I'm like, oh my God, what are you guys doing? Pass the ball. That's cap, bruh. What's cap? That I actually got upset that no, I genuinely did get upset with the Pistons. I was like, what are you doing? After a while. Now, mind you, we were up by like 20 at this point, okay? So I can kind of let my guard down a little bit. But yeah, no, I genuinely did get upset. I was like, what the heck is going on with the Pistons? I felt bad for Pistons fans, to be completely honest with you guys. Well, they didn't have Cade. Well, they didn't know, but who cares? All right, so I mean, they've been bad. They've been bad all season long. But they literally don't have a direction. So first and foremost, okay, let me go ahead and bring something up before we get into this. If you aren't following me on Twitter or X, people say that I need to say X now. It doesn't matter. If I type in Twitter, it still goes to X. If you guys aren't, please go follow me on Twitter or X, whatever. Clan the Spurs fan. And I got together a thread here because there's so many crazy narratives out there about how Victor Wembanyama and Jeremy Sohan, oh my God, the connection is terrible. Sohan hates Wemby. There's so much jealousy. It got out of hand at one point. So I got together this thread, and I'm gonna keep adding to it as the season goes along. And just check it out, man. There's so many different things that I even forgot about. Whether it be Wemby dyeing his hair, whether it be him congratulating him, whether it be some of the things they have in common as far as book read. Like, there's so many different things, and I just added this one to the list. Hold on, we don't want to get copyrighted. But yeah, it was a really sweet pass, sweet dish from Wemby, full court to Sohan. But what I love is this part right here. This is what I love. Hold on, just mute it. I see you, boy. So yeah, every single one of these moments, we're going to have it documented, okay? Because I'm tired and sick of people just saying things. And I understand, okay? You know, when you use your eye test and that's all you go off of, it gets really subjective to the point where you'll think that, oh, I saw him do this one thing in this specific game and that body language made me think this. You know, we're just going to document every single instant, any small thing, okay, of these two getting along, just so we can at least have something to go to. So if you guys want to argue with anybody anywhere, you can just tag them in this, or you can, you know, send it over to them. All right. Anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at this. So San Antonio Spurs versus the Pistons. We'll go through every single player. I'll tell you how I felt about their game and all that good stuff. I spoiler alert, I don't have much negative to say about anybody. But just starting off, Champagnie. Actually, funny enough, wait, I do have one negative thing. I have one negative thing to say about Pop. One negative thing to say about Pop. But other than that, everyone did great. Champagnie, he was Champagnie. I don't expect much out of him. I expect him to come in, play decent defense, maybe get a steal here or there, and be a threat. Just, it's like teams know he can shoot, so they stay on him. So he spaces the floor. He's good with the ball, not in his hands as well. So he did fine. Champagnie is a G League player, to be honest. Yeah. I mean, kind of. Like, he can play in the NBA, but he's like an end of the bench type player, you know? Like, when it's all said and done, he'll be on the bench if he stays with the Spurs. Are you on Threads, Clan? I gave up on Twitter when Musk bought it. Oh, God, yeah, Musk sucks so bad, dude. I usually just use it just so I can connect with people at this point. I am on Threads, but while I don't really use it as much, I'm kind of waiting for it to get a little better. I was using it initially, and then I was just like, ooh, it's kind of whack. But yeah, I'm on there. You can follow me on there and everything because it's connected to your Instagram. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, you guys, stop. Anyways, Sohan had a really good game, I thought. He made really good off-ball cuts. His shot selection was really good. A few of those shots, it's like, dude, I wish you would have attacked the basket there, but it wasn't like they were bad shots that he took. That mid-range turnaround, he's usually pretty decent at it. So, but for the most part, he did good. He had a good game. Nothing really there to write home about. Defense was good. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't have many adjectives when it comes to this game. It was just good. It wasn't like elite. It wasn't great. It was just a solid game. Just a good game from Jeremy Sohan. We'll wait on you. We're gonna wait on you. Trey Jones, solid game. I nothing I can say here. Solid game. He once again made a lot of passes, cut pass. One thing that I noticed in this game, more so than the other ones, was that Wemby was actually the focal point of the offense, which is great. Like it should have been like this a long time ago. Like, we've had it on occasion here or there of certain games, but it seems like they finally just embraced it. And I think that also comes down to, like, Wembanyama getting used to the team actually coming together and saying, we're going to play through him. I don't know. I think that it has to be kind of a team decision as well. But it seems like Pop has definitely leaned in that direction. But this was the first game where I felt like every single second was played through Wemby. And I like that. I like that. Duren. Oh yeah, I did want to talk about that. Okay, we'll get back to Duren in a minute. I do want to talk about Duren. I forgot about that. We'll get to Duren in a minute. Devin Vassell, solid. I did not care for them playing through Wemby. I'm okay. I'm cool. He was distributing so well. Everybody was getting involved, and we were just kicking their butt. I'm okay for the most part. But Devin Vassell starting off, I felt like he went back to those tendencies of just kind of settling for shots. And then he started attacking a little bit more, and it was a little bit more balanced. And also when Wemby sat down, Devin Vassell, he took over. He was a little bit more aggressive. But for the most part, I don't think that there should be any game. I'll even say with this one, I don't care. Any game which he just takes 12 shots. I want Vassell in that 16, 17 shot range regardless. But that's just me. As from what I've seen from him. I want him. I would love for Vassell to just get used to being aggressive every single night, right? And not necessarily settling for certain shots. And he settled at the beginning, but he got better. Moving on, Mamu didn't really play. Barlow was super solid, but at the same time, he can get attacked a lot. Not his fault. It's just the fact that he's a power forward. He's going up against these centers. And I will say this, for what it's worth, he's doing a fine job. I mean, he's doing a very fine job of that. I noticed that they usually bring him up to double team because, let's just be honest, a center gets the ball in the paint, it's an automatic point. It's automatic score. So they're bringing him out of the paint at times to go ahead and double, and then they just rotate over. But for the most part, I thought he did really well, held his own. One thing I don't agree with, though, because someone got really angry with me, where I was saying that Barlow isn't as good as Zach Collins, which obviously he shouldn't be at this point in his career. And they were like, no, he's better because he gets blocks. And it's like he averages the same amount of blocks. And then per 36, if you want to go by per 36, Zach Collins still averages way better statistics. I don't know where people were coming or where he was coming from with that. I saw a few other people with that same sentiment. I don't know. Look, Don Barlow is holding his own. He's a solid player. And I think when it's all said and done, he will be in this rotation permanently, hopefully permanently. I would like, honestly, it's one or two ways I could see this, okay? I would either want Don Barlow to come off the bench for Jeremy Sohan, which would be great, or I would like Don Barlow to start and then Sohan be the sixth man for next season. That would be cool too, because you know Sohan is also accustomed to being a sixth man in college and everything. So he's so versatile, it doesn't really matter. So either way, but I do want to see Don Barlow in that rotation. I know someone mentioned to me, because I just want to address it. They were like, well, Clan, what if we did Barlow and Jeremy Sohan starting together, and you move Sohan to the small forward position? I don't like that at all. I feel like you're limiting your options there. You're kind of closing off the court. You're not really opening things up. I don't really like it. I don't like it. That's not cool. That seems like a kind of ugly lineup, especially coming into this draft where more than likely the Spurs are going to get a wing, starting small forward wing. Hopefully they'll do that. So I just don't see that as a possibility. But I will say this, if they want to go in a smaller lineups at times, Barlow and Sohan seem to have pretty good chemistry. And I was trying to think, I was trying to think, when he would have even played with Don Barlow. Because I know that they came into the league at the same point, but how often did they even play together? I don't know. But I will say that they have chemistry on the court. I don't know. Strange. Anyways, Zach Collins is not trash. Calm down. He's not trash. He's actually playing well. If you think Don Barlow's playing well, Zach Collins is playing well. All right. I mean, it's in the statistics. Anyways, McDermott did his thing. I mean, he did his thing. I mean, his backdoor cuts, constantly moving without the ball in his hands. Defense is still like dreadful, but it's okay. You know, he's McDermott. So yeah, he did what we need him to do. He went 4 for 5 from 3. You can't ask for more. Osman, same thing. Really great backdoor cuts. Got 3 assists in there, 2 steals. I mean, he was very active. I liked every second of that. He did very well too. Keldon Johnson, same thing. He did what they asked him to. I really look. I have no analysis for this. Everyone just plays so solid. There's nothing I can really say that's negative. But yeah, Keldon Johnson just did his thing. They asked him to come in, take over the second unit. That's exactly what he did. Okay. So all right. Hold on. Before we get into Duren, you just finish off. Malachi Branham did okay. Once again, defense isn't the best, but you know, for what you need him to do, he did it. Now, one thing that upset me is I don't think they gave him an assist. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think they gave him an assist for that pass to Wemby where he shot it, missed it. I guess he didn't really get the rebound, but he tipped it over to Wemby. I'm pretty sure he tipped it. That wasn't just like a loose ball there. I don't know. They didn't give him the assist for that, and I didn't like that. I don't think they did, but he got 3 assists on the books. I don't think one of those is to Wemby, so that's unfortunate. Anyways, and Wesley, even though he played 6 minutes, very effective. It felt like longer, in a good way. And yeah, he showed his athleticism. He showed his tenacity defensively. Did his thing. So everybody just had a very solid game. They started off a little sluggish, but when it was all said and done, Wemby got him involved, and the momentum just shifted, and everybody just played really, really well, I thought. Now, I will say this, okay? So, Jalen Duren. So, a couple of you in the comments, I just saw it, said Jalen Duren is better than Sohan, or something in the lines of that. I think you're crazy. I will stick by this since draft day. Jalen Duren is a solid center, but as far as what Sohan can do on the court for his size, no, he's way more valuable than a Jalen Duren. If Spurs had Jalen Duren, yeah, you could use a player like that, but for what Sohan brings, he's much more valuable. And I don't even know. Yeah, I don't even know where people are coming from with that. In this game, very similar to the Jared Allen game, it was just dump off dunk, dump off dunk, dump off dunk. That was it. That was his game. When he tried to do anything outside of that, 3-point shooting, or when he tried to shoot, or not shoot a 3, he shot the outside shot. Every time he attempted to shoot an outside shot, it was ugly. It was really bad. But yeah, that's all it was. It was just dump off dunk. And if Wemby was in the game for the big chunk of those points that he was getting, yeah, he would have had a pretty poor game. But yeah, it was the same thing. I don't know. I feel like Spurs fans often have this infatuation with big men that can dunk. I don't know where this is coming from. Who's that player that we had? Crap, who's that player that we had, man? What's his name? He's like a cancer in the locker room. Or he ended up being known as a cancer in the locker room. Spurs got rid of him. What's his name? That center. Everyone loved him. You guys remember? DJ? No, not DJ. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? He had like an older face. Deadman. Yes. Thank you, Ruru. Yeah, Deadman. People love Deadman. And for years, everybody was just saying, get a center in the draft that can dunk. Get a center. Everyone wanted Kai Jones. There were so many Spurs fans that wanted Kai Jones. And I'm like, no. These types of players are pretty limited. You can get those in free agency. You can get those through really small trades. You don't have to go all out and use up a really good draft pick for a center that can dunk, rebound. You don't have to do that. I mean, shoot. We tanked and now we got a player that can do all of that. So yeah, I don't know. So as far as Duren versus Sohan, that's so silly to me. Like, Sohan is obviously blatantly the better player than Duren. Even though Duren's a good player, you get more utility out of having a Jeremy Sohan on your roster. Now, with that being said, Wemby, my God, this dude was absolutely insane. They finally played through him for the entire game. I loved how much he communicated with his teammates. I loved the body language. I loved everything about it. His IQ is just beyond everyone else's. And now he's to the point where he's directing traffic. He's telling people where he wants them to be, where they need to be. It is beautiful. And if you guys remember, or you recall, we talked about this a long time ago. But when he was in France and he got... And 0 turnovers. I didn't even notice that. I just looked at the chat. Yeah, 0 turnovers. I didn't even realize the 0 turnovers. Yeah, because usually he gets you a good, like, 5 turnovers. He usually give you a good 5 of them. Yeah, 0 turnovers. That's really good. Really impressive. Getting a triple-double within 21 minutes is really impressive. I looked up who has the fastest, and I think it's Jokic with 14 minutes. The fastest triple-double. But... yeah. Anyways, what I was saying was when he was over in France and he went to that awful team, all right, Metropolitan, awful team, he actually was in charge of a lot of different things. He said that he was in charge of making sure that they were eating correctly, making sure that they were working out and their workout schedule was good. He took over everything as like an 18-year-old. Absolutely insane what he said he had to do and what he was responsible over. So I am not shocked by any means that in the NBA level, since he doesn't have to do as much as he did there, it's going to really shine. Sorry, I'm late. It's okay. But yeah, he's really good. I hate this game. I love this game, but I hate this game because I literally have nothing to say. I don't have any. I have nothing. Oh, I remember what I was gonna say. This is the last thing. Okay, this is the only thing we'll say. Popovich upset me. He upset me. I think it was at the end of the third. Let me make sure. I think it was the end of the third quarter. Oh wait, I'm going the right way. Was it the end? It ended with Keldon missing a shot. Okay, yeah, it was the end of the third quarter. Okay, so if you guys recall, so Killian Hayes, yeah, he made that step back jump shot, and then Blake Wesley got the ball and he zipped down the court, which I don't know if he was trying to see if he had an opening, if he was going to get something easy, but he definitely slowed down after Pop yelled at him. And then he passed the ball out to Keldon. He got in the corner, and he was wide open when Keldon made his drive. He didn't get the ball, but I don't know. That just kind of bothered me because I would have rather saw Blake Wesley at the end of the third, just a learning experience. I mean, you're up by 20. Let's see what we can do. With the ball in his hands, him being a point guard and all. But they went to their trusted hand, Keldon, and that's fine. But I didn't like it. And we all know Keldon get the ball. That's a wrap, right? That's a wrap. Keldon isn't Like his assist numbers are pretty decent, but that tunnel vision is something real. We knew. And he tried to score on like 3 people, and I'm like, oh, dang it. But not a big deal. It's only one play, but that is something that bothered me when Pop got on to Blake there. I'm like, dude, let Blake do his thing. Like, I don't know. That bothered me. Did you hear the commentators say they were surprised when we could pass again? I heard that, and I'll be honest with you guys, I get kind of tired of listening to commentators. Sometimes I just mute it, or I just turn it down, and I'm just having something else played, like a podcast or something off of YouTube. I literally do. I don't like listening to them, dude. I truly don't like listening to them. Like, how do you not know Wemby can pass the ball? You know? Like, you're covering the Spurs. How do you not know that Wemby passed the ball? We were talking about that far before this game. Angie says, can we say that Wemby is far better than LeBron at 20 years of age and maybe even now? No, we can't say that. No, actually, we're not going to say that. No. Wemby is a better rookie than LeBron. He's a different rookie than LeBron. I'll say this. With LeBron as a rookie, I think he had more defined traits than Wemby, which made it where his game was more solid than Wemby's. While Wemby, he has the physical gifts. Well, LeBron did too and does too, but obviously, it's like blatantly obvious. Like, this is something we never seen before. He can affect the game defensively, maybe a little bit better than LeBron could. LeBron didn't play defense. That's a good point. It's not like LeBron never played defense. I just feel like that's a little disrespectful. I won't go as far as to say he's better than LeBron now and he's better than LeBron when he was. I won't go that far. LeBron was an absolute monster. And because of his defined traits, they did win more games. Like, it's very obvious. Like, with LeBron, it's very obvious the blueprint to win with LeBron, right? You surround around shooters. Like, it's very obvious. With Wemby, it's a little tougher. You're still trying to figure things out, you know? I just won't go that far. If you want to say he's just as good, maybe you can say that. But even right now to this day, I cannot say Wemby is a better player than LeBron James in the current NBA. I will not say that. I will not say that. Like, LeBron is so freaking good. Like, his IQ alone is ridiculous. But when it's all said and done, I believe Wemby could end up being the greatest player of all time. You know? So that'll tell you how much faith I have in him. Wemby is not better than LeBron right now. I agree. We can confirm LeBron's teammates definitely hated him when he first joined the Cavs. They hated him before he even got to the Cavs because of all the hype he was getting. I don't think that was any fault to LeBron. Like, before he even got there, they hated him, right? I thought we were talking rookies. I suppose. I mean, no, well, the reaction was to Angie saying that he's better than LeBron right now, and he was better than him as a rookie. I just won't go that far. Pull the numbers since y'all use analytics for everything. What, you want to look at numbers between? I mean, if you want to, that's fine. That might be fun to look at. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Hold on. I think you just go to NBA comparisons. No, this ain't it. Stat hit. That's it. All right, let's see. Compare players. We'll do. Let's choose specific season. We'll do Wembanyama. He only played this year, so. And then we'll do LeBron James. LeBron was 19. Yeah, that's fine. And then. Get results? Can we do it? Can we get some results? All right, here we go. So LeBron averaged slightly more points. Wemby more rebounds, which makes sense. Way more assists from LeBron, which makes sense. Slightly more steals from LeBron. Way more blocks from Wemby, which makes sense. Field goal percentage, better from Wemby. I mean, I won't even pretend. Better from Wemby. 3-point percentage, nearly the same. Free throw percentage, nearly the same. Estimated field goal percentage. Okay. BB, yeah. I don't know. See, it's like, even if you bring up the numbers, like as far as the stats are concerned, it's still debatable. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Oh, thanks, Steven Scott. I just noticed that. Thank you for the super chat. Blair? What do you mean? You bring up DeJuan Blair? What? Rookie LeBron played in a way different league, more defensive minded, different rules. I don't like to compare, especially when it's huge of a gap. Yeah, like we're talking 20 years ago, right? I mean, yeah, I just feel like you said, July. I think it's just more nuanced than that. Yeah, I think it's just a little bit more nuanced, but I won't go that far. I won't say Vic was a better rookie than LeBron, and I certainly won't say he's a better player today than LeBron is today. Like, I won't go that far. I mean, we wouldn't like that, right? Like, we wouldn't like that. When Duncan was a little bit older, I mean, we wouldn't like people saying, well, DeMarcus Cousins is better than what Duncan is today. It's like, well, on paper, statistically, possibly, yeah. But, like, when they go head to head, I mean, you know, I just won't go that far. Anyways, good stuff. That's all I had to say about this game. It was pretty nice. But I'm going to let our sponsor take it away, and we're going to discuss a little bit about BetUS.
BetUS, America's favorite sports book, where you can bet on everything anytime. Sportsbook, casino, horse racing, live betting, and more. We have the best bonuses in the industry. That's right, get a 125% sign-up bonus. And to celebrate our 30-year anniversary, we are giving up to 30 risk-free bets, a truck, Super Bowl tickets, and more. Don't miss out. Play smart. Join now. BetUS, where the game begins.
All right, guys. So please head on over to BetUS. You'll receive a 125% bonus. Link in the description. As I always say, if you guys support the sponsors, you're supporting me. There's so many different things that you can bet on, whether it be player props, whether it be specific games, whether it be who's going to win the NBA championship. Could be us. It won't be us. But yeah, there's just so many different things. Just check it out at the very least. Like I said, link in the description. It would mean the world to me. And yeah, it's some really great stuff over there. But thank you guys so much for supporting the channel the way that you do. It really does mean a lot to me. Chet is not a bus driver. Who called Chet a bus driver? It's starting to get hot in here. Hold on. Okay, had to turn on the fan. Whew. Clan, did you get my email about my daughter's onesie? We talked about it on IG. Did you email me today? I'll take a look. Just give me a minute. I'll get back to you. I don't know if I saw the email. I'll get back to you. Dun, 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 dun. Free J. What? Pistons are trash. That's something we all can agree on, friend. All right, let me look this up. Let's see, YouTube. So this is what I want to go over, and then we're getting out of here. What is today? Today's Thursday? No, today's Wednesday. Thursday. Okay. Let's see if we got a couple press conferences here. Or did we only get... We only got Pop today? Oh, 2 minutes ago. I guess the other one's going to be uploaded soon. How is this just uploaded 2 minutes ago? They talked to Pop like it felt like an hour ago. Clan Victor is our point guard. Victor's our best facilitator. Believe it or not. And that's not sad. I know you might think, well, that's sad. No, it's not sad. He is a generational talent after all. For a reason. But I guess he's just Bobo, as Shaq would say. Hold on. Gotta get myself some water. I'm trying to drink more water, y'all. All right. I'm back. I'm back and I'm better. I need you more than ever. Where is Bobo and what's his stats? Gosh, freaking Bobo, man. By the way, you guys have no idea how cozy I am right now, okay? You have no idea. You can't fathom how cozy I am. Like, obviously, you can see the blanket hoodie, right? But I got some slippers, man. Hold on, let me shut up. I don't know. I'm a pretty tall guy. Hold on, look at the slip. Check out the slippers. Check out the slippers. Yeah. It's orange juice. They're so cozy. They're so cozy. Hold on. I'll show you. They're so cozy. They're so cozy. Orange juice. Quarter brick, half a brick, whole brick. Hey! Half a pound. Okay. OJ the juice man. I don't even remember how it go. Sell the block. Hey, I don't remember how it go. Okay. All right. Let's get this. Enough of that. All right. Everybody, shut up. We're about to listen to Juice Man. Yeah, exactly. You really a Memphis dude? Yes, I told you this. You don't listen to me. Okay. All right. Greg Popovich. Let's see what Greg Popovich has to say.
Get a win, of course.
Okay. All right. Is it on? I want you guys to be able to hear it. Okay, so before we look at this, before we take a look at this video, what are some things that I think that he'll bring up? He'll probably bring up how great Wemby was at passing, right? It looked as if they just completely played through Wemby. That was beautiful. That was awesome. Sohan made some really good cuts. Doug McDermott made some really good cuts. Trey Jones made some really good cut. It was just such a solid game. I really don't know what Popovich can really say, okay? He might get irritated in this. Yes, see.
But they were playing a little short-handed. Just talk about what
it was a good win. It was a good win.
Victor's assists, does that reflect what you were talking about pregame, about him becoming familiar with the guys, them becoming familiar with him?
Well, probably a little bit. He's a very good passer. He was a good passer before he got here.
That's what I was. Okay, so you remember, guys, earlier you mentioned in the comments, like, Clan, did you hear the commentator say that they're surprised that Wemby's a good passer? This type of stuff irritates me to no end. It's like you keep up with the Spurs, right? You knew that Wemby was going to be a thing. You should have at least looked into him after the Spurs got the #1 pick. How do you not know that Wemby's a good passer? The entire The entire playoff series, the entire finals run for Wemby and Franz was him passing the ball. Like, it wasn't like these games where he was just absolutely dominating. No, he was passing the ball. He was facilitating. He kept bringing double teams. And one of his biggest flaws initially was that he didn't know how to pass out of a double team. But he's gotten so much better at it, infinitely better than that. I thought that coming into this season that would be a really big issue with how he passes out of double teams. But no, he got so much better at it in the middle of his finals run, mind you. That's how quick he is at adjusting. So I don't know. Very frustrating that people didn't know that he can pass. Obviously he can pass. How do you not know that he can pass the ball? How are you on TV and you don't know that Wemby's capable of passing the ball? That bothers me. It's like, do you even know his game? I understand ESPN saying like silly stuff, not really knowing anything. I understand that, okay? Shoot, I'll even go as far as say I understand even certain Spurs fans that just kind of keep up with it casually or whatever, not understanding how good of a player they got. But good God, man. Or people that don't watch the Spurs at all, they comment on Chet versus Wemby. I get them not getting or not knowing what they're talking about. But how do you not know he can pass the ball? That just bothers me, man. That's like one of his top qualities. Like the top quality. It's above his shooting, his passing ability. I would go as far as to say his passing ability, it's like defense, passing ability, mid-range. Well, I would say finishing around the rim, mid-range, and then three. Like, how do you not know that possibly his second best quality is his passing ability? That just frustrates me. That frustrates me. I don't know.
Is there one that stood out tonight?
Trey's pocket pass toward the end was a great pass.
A couple months ago in Oklahoma City, Pop, you talked about
You can hear the locker room.
wanting to have a specific plan with Victor. You just want to let him play. Have you learned more about him? I know it's only been maybe a month or so since that time, but it feels like you've learned more information.
Well, you can see we went to him a lot more tonight. You know, made him a focus offensively for the minutes he played. I think he played 21. So, you know, we're learning where he wants the ball and where he feels most comfortable. And
I called it. They're playing through Wemby, 100%. Looks like 2003 Tim Duncan. All right, when the offense was literally just played through Duncan. Everyone seems to take away like Duncan's credibility. Like they say, well, he always had like Manu and Tony. It's like, did you know Manu and Tony in 2003? Fans didn't even want them on the team in 2003. Are you joking? Are you serious? Are we for real? Like, it was basically Duncan and a bunch of role players back then. I don't know. That was my little rant.
the other guys are learning how to cut around him. You know, we had some good cuts out on the court, and he finds those people. So if they move, he'll find them. So that was what was great about his passing and their movement. But
he is so quick with it too, very decisive, and he lets it go. And it's so unfortunate because it's every single time, by the way, guys, mind you. I know we love Trey Jones. I know a lot of people have argued for Trey Jones starting. I get it. I'm cool with it. Whatever. I don't care who starts, honestly, at this point. I don't really care. But with that being said, he has an issue with this as well. Yeah, he has a problem with this as well. Is just late to these passes, man. Always late. Like, he's quicker than everyone else on the team, Trey Jones is, but it's always a second late. It's always a second late. God, it's just frustrating. But Wemby doesn't have that problem. He's so quick with it. I cannot wait for Trey Jones to be with this team, probably be a backup point guard, and then we bring in you don't have to be a star, but a really efficient point guard in this upcoming draft, or someone that can get out of their hands really quickly. It's going to be so much better.
you know, both teams are in the same spot. We had the better of it tonight. They really missed Cunningham. Obviously, he's such a huge part of their team. And both teams are developing, trying to get players to understand how to play. And as the future goes, we'll see, which guys stick and which guys don't, that sort of thing. So it was our night tonight. It could be totally different when we play them at our place. You know, everybody's learning.
What are you seeing from Dom?
After this, I'm going to look at the schedule and see if there's any of these games I can go to. I want to see the Spurs again.
Just a little bit more confidence and comfortable nature to his game. He kind of knows what to do, not worried about making mistakes.
Are we talking about Wemby? I'm sorry. I missed it.
Nature to, you know, everybody's learning.
What are you seeing from Dom?
Oh, Don Barlow.
Just a little bit more confidence and comfortable nature to his game. He kind of knows what to do, not worried about making mistakes.
Do you still see moments in games where you can pull Victor aside and, like, I'm not saying teaching moments, but just
Or get on his ass? Both.
Nice. Okay, so him bringing up Don Barlow, I noticed that too. He is so calm. I think it's the gum. I think it's the gum he chews. That keeps him really calm, okay? I chew a lot of gum, and it keeps me calm. I think that's what it is. But honestly, and you guys probably already know this, that is scientifically proven that gum does make you more relaxed, right? I think it has something to do. You guys correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, okay? I'm not a professional here, but I believe what it is gum causes you to salivate, and when you're salivating, you're at a more relaxed state. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Like when you're getting ready to eat, you're at a more relaxed state. I think, okay? Not a fact. Not a known fact. I think it's a fact. I have no idea. I don't know. Wait a minute. Alexa, why does chewing gum make you more relaxed?
Here's something I found on ShareCare. Chewing gum is a great stress buster. According to a large study, workers who chew gum report less stress than their gum-free colleagues. That's because chomping on a stick of Wrigley's stimulates the vagus nerve, which helps induce relaxation. Just make sure your gum is sugar-free. Also, I can give you notifications on new movies being released. Would you like me to do that?
No, that was really random. No. What's she talking about? Okay. I'm kind of right. Anyways, really good stuff. I love Don Barlow. He's a really good player. He does look relaxed. And one thing that I noticed is that he's always glued into the game, right? Like his mind is never somewhere else. He's always going 100%. And that's why when he goes against another center like Jalen Duren, who's so much stronger than him, even though he kills Don Barlow, like most of the game, he makes him look bad, but he's getting into every play. So there's going to be a couple plays out there that stand out where you're like, whoa, what the heck? Where did that come from? You know, from Dom. So, I don't know. You love to see it. Good stuff from him. How many fouls did he have this game? I felt like they kept calling fouls on him. Let's see. Got to go to box score. Don Barlow, where are you? He had 3 fouls. Okay. I could have sworn it was 5. It felt worse. Good stuff, though. Good stuff. You guys don't have any thoughts about this whole Pop, a rare happy Pop sighting? Pop's been pretty cool. He's been pretty cool. Pop laughed? Well, that's something. Is it, though? I think he laughed at the last press conference, didn't he? Hold on. I'm gonna fact check you. We're gonna fact check it. Okay, yeah. See? 4 hours ago, he laughed at media availability. You can see him right there. Oh, he doesn't look happy on this one. Okay, he wasn't happy on that one. But he was happy on this one. Look. See? Yeah. It's not that rare. He's sad, happy, sad, mad. I can't tell that face. Mad, happy. He got a little smirk there. And I guarantee you, when Popovich smiles, they put that in the thumbnail. All right, they make sure. Happy, a little frustrated. Yeah, I don't know. Pop smiles. Wait, what? I really dread wings. What's your question? Wemby had a triple-double in 21 minutes? Yeah. Yes, second fastest in NBA history. Was it? Oh, the second fastest in NBA history was 20? I don't think so. I think the second fastest was 17. I think the second fastest triple-double was 17. I think. Fastest NBA triple-double. Westbrook compiled triple-double in 20 minutes in 2014. All right, so yeah, Jokic did it in 14. See? Jim Tucker. On February 20th, 1955, he gained fame when he dropped a triple-double against New York Knicks in just 17 minutes. See? No, it's not that. And then this one. Then Westbrook did it in 17. Yes, this one was the 20. I'm not sure. But yeah. See? Anyways, good stuff. Good point too. Difference is Wemby is a rookie. Yeah, that's a fine point. I probably should have said that. All right, guys. Let's see. Do we have... I'm like saving videos to watch later. Oh my God, Don Johnson. Don, why do you do this? Why do you do this? It's like you torture me. It's like you want to just torture. I'm actually, you know what, Don? I don't think you actually like DJ. Seriously, I don't think you like DJ. I think you just enjoy torturing me. Okay? I gave you my point on why I think DJ coming to the Spurs is a terrible idea. Doesn't make sense business wise. Doesn't make sense culturally. And if you don't care about the business and you don't care about the culture, so first off, you don't care about bringing in other players in the future. You don't really care about none of that, so that doesn't matter, right? You don't care about the culture, whatever. You said, oh, he just said some things on Twitter, whatever. That's how you view it. And it wasn't just on Twitter. It literally went to a Spurs-hating podcast that was talking bad about the San Antonio Spurs. That talks about the Spurs all the time. He literally jumped on there just to justify his own insecurities when it comes to the Spurs. So he did that, and then, I don't know, culturally, business-wise, if you don't think that makes sense, basketball-wise, basketball perspective, he wouldn't fit with this team. He just wouldn't. He wouldn't fit with this team. He's not a good off-ball player. He's regressed when it comes to his defense. He is literally an open door to defenses, okay? He's not this lockdown defender that you think. Even when he was with the Spurs, his defense wasn't as great. It was decent, but it really got conflated because of all the steals that he got. But he's regressed tremendously. You don't want him. You don't want him on the Spurs. It will not work. It will not work. Even as far as how he distributes, Trey Jones is a better distributor than Dejounte Murray. A lot of Dejounte Murray's assists when he was with the Spurs were dump-offs to Jakob Poeltl. This is shown in the statistics, not just the eye test, it's the statistics. And if you want just the eye test, that's fine too. Look up Dejounte Murray highlights with the San Antonio Spurs. Look up Dejounte Murray assists with the San Antonio Spurs. I guarantee you what you're going to see is mostly, maybe 25%, 30% going to Jakob Poeltl. Probably higher. It was a lot of dump offs. It was a lot of dump offs to Jakob. So no. Also, someone brought up I would rather have Trae Young. Oh, most definitely. Because while both of those two players are pick and roll players, like obviously, like but Trae Young, he's a threat everywhere on the court, and he's so elite as far as his vision that yeah, I would rather take him, even though he's also a bad off-ball player. But I think the ball in his hands, that it'll be fine. But it's not the same with DJ. Also, if you're thinking that, well, look at the DJ three-point shooting numbers. His three-point shooting has gotten better. It is not. It started off really impressive to start the season, and now he's back down to reality. So actually watch the Hawks play, okay? Okay, see, now you're just trolling. Trey Jones is a better passer than 90% of the league. Trey Jones is not a better... Okay, because I said Trey Jones is slightly better distributor than Dejounte Murray, now all of a sudden Trey Jones is the best passer in the NBA. Are you joking? Are you actually joking? You got to be trolling here. Unless you actually meant to say Trey Young, in which I would definitely agree with you. Trey Jones is not a top 10%. I meant Trey Young. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. We're good. Okay. All right. Okay. Sorry, Don. Sorry for getting on to you. All right. Let's see. The Spurs. Let's see. San Antonio Spurs. Oops. Hey, that's pretty cool. I type in San Antonio Spurs and I come up. That's cool. That's not what I was looking for, though. All right. Oh, shoot. Oops. Okay, we don't have much here. We don't have... Okay, it doesn't look like we have much, but I think we have... Wait. Okay, this is from this game. Okay, what does Keldon have to say?
What's up, Spurs family? Keldon Johnson here. A big win in Detroit. We've been here for a while. We can't wait to get back home and defend the home front. Go Spurs, go, baby.
So here's the big question. With these games coming up, will the Spurs be able to win them? Let's see. So this is what I'm nervous about. I'll tell you exactly what I'm nervous about, okay? Most definitely, I think the Spurs can take the Hornets. Wemby will play in this game. But I think that he's still... Well, I don't think this. He's still on minutes restriction. And they said that he's not going to do back-to-backs. So I'm assuming he's not playing this Bulls game. And I feel like this will be the one that we actually really need him in. Unless the Spurs go ahead and say, no, screw that. We're not playing him in this one. And we'll play him in the Saturday one. I think that will be the best way to go about it. Hopefully that's what they do. And then on Monday, this will be a good one too. I cannot wait for that to go against the Atlanta Hawks. That'll be cool. But yeah, I don't know. I got a controversial question for you. We're gonna actually, I'm gonna put a poll. I got a controversial question for you. I don't have a concrete. Well, I kind of do have I do have an opinion on this. It's about Keldon Johnson. Here we go. I just asked it. The question is, oh, you can't even see it. Shout out to BetUS though. Will Keldon Johnson be on the team next season? I genuinely want to know what people think. Let's see what happens. Okay. All right. So as you guys are answering that, I've been thinking about this. I told y'all. No. I'm not going in the direction you think I am, okay? I have been thinking about this, though. So Keldon Johnson, I personally want him on the team. I truly do. I think that he brings a lot of tenacity. I think that he brings a lot of leadership. I'm just wondering, because we know why the Spurs gave him the contract that they gave him, right? Like a diminishing contract, especially with the new CBA, which makes it even more valuable. It makes me wonder where they're at with that. Like, do you think that they're thinking about moving him? Because if the Spurs are truly trying to make something happen, which obviously they will make something happen, I wonder if he will be on the table. I have no idea. I have no idea. I don't know. It's like his contract is so perfect, right? Because I feel like his value is to the point where if you were to do it, you would do it soon. But then at the same time, it's like if you were to move Keldon, you're going to get probably 2 firsts. I would think you would get 2 firsts. Hopefully you would get 2 firsts for Keldon. I mean, I think he's worth that. But then at the same time, I'm like, this contract is so good that it doesn't hurt you at all to keep him. So I don't know. I guess that's my main question. Not whether or not you want him, but just will he be here? I don't know. Because I truly do believe that this is a year where the Spurs are definitely evaluating. I don't know if any young guys, like really, really young guys will be gone. But I don't know. And I have gotten this question before, like, is there any players that I would trade? I'm going to go ahead and tell you who I'm like completely on board with trading, okay? Hold on. Let's bring up the Spurs roster. And the percentages here, by the way, with this vote is actually, I mean, it's not split, but about 33% of you think, no, he's going to be gone. But here. All right, let me go ahead and name out who I'm very comfortable with us moving, if we had to. Don't really know what you'll get with Charles Bassey. I don't know. He's kind of injury prone at this point. Doesn't really matter either. He's not taking up any of your salary, so I'm not worried about that. Malachi is super young, too young to even fathom it as far as how much potential he has, so I wouldn't even think about it. Well, I mean, if you package it well enough, maybe. Julian Champagnie, I mean, I don't think he will be safe. Let's see. But here's the guys that I think that would be very valuable in the Spurs trading. Like, this is like where I would say, I would put my foot down and saying, I actually would like to see these players moved. Devontae Graham, that's number 1. We're not using him anyway. Let's try to move him. And I think you would actually get something solid if you have him in a package. I'm on the fence with, well, no, I'm not. Doug McDermott. I think Doug McDermott would be a good one too. You can take him to some type of contending team, maybe get some good pieces out of that. Possibly even Cedi Osman. I don't know if you necessarily need both of them. They kind of play similar roles, to be honest with you. I don't know. I think Osman is a slightly better passer. Doug isn't a bad one either, though. But yeah, I don't know. They play very similar roles when they're out there together. So Doug McDermott, I would want to see him moved. Devontae Graham, I would like to see him moved. And then from there, everything else I'm just kind of up in the air. I just feel like when it comes to Keldon, he's the one on the roster where it's like, if the Spurs were to make something big or do a big move, it would be Keldon. And he's not necessarily a player that's irreplaceable, but then at the same time, you still get a lot of value from having a Keldon. I don't know. I guess it'd just be a matter of how the Spurs feel he's worth it going for it. I think it's fine, though. If they kept Keldon, I'm fine with that. I was just curious what you guys had to say. Gosh, Ruru immediately, as soon as I brought this up, she immediately got on to me. Of course you want Keldon gone. I never said that. I never said it. I never said it. I never said that. I never said it. I never felt that way. I don't say that. Like I said, there's only a couple players that I think, yeah, trade them. And it's really players we don't really have use for much. Because it's like Doug McDermott, while I do love Doug, I would rather him go to a contender. Like, we have a lot of pieces. This is another thing about this team, too. We have a lot of pieces where it's certain guys that have very definitive traits, but those definitive traits are only going to be highlighted if they're on a better team. You know, like they're not really actually helping us or actually helping us equate to more wins. Not necessarily, right? Like, but they would look so much better if they were somewhere else. Right now, Blake, Victor, Devin, Sohan, like these guys, they got a lot of things in their bag. They're so young. I mean, Devin Vassell, I mean, he's 23, which is still young, but he's very valuable. Like, you're not going to just get a Devin Vassell off of the street, okay? Somebody that can create their own shot the way that he can. But some of these guys, it's like, well, yeah, like you can find another, let's just be real. You can find another Doug. You can find another, I mean, I think Trey Jones stays. I don't think he goes, I mean, especially off the extension and everything, but like you could find another Trey Jones, ideally, right? I don't know. And that's why I said Charles Bassey. You can find another Charles Bassey. It's just certain guys, it's like, I don't know. All right, let me see if it changed at all. No, I staying super consistent. So it looks like we're going to have about 63% say, yeah, he'll be gone. Or no, yes, he'll be here. And then nearly 40% saying, no, he'll be gone. I don't know. I knew it was a controversial question. I just didn't know how people like felt about it. And it's not a matter of, I want him gone. I don't. I'm just curious. And then it's also a question of like, I don't know, we got so many picks coming up. Is it even worth it? Might as well just keep them with the group and figure it out, right? Only trade Keldon if we're getting a big fish player. Contract is great, and he's great off the bench and is young. Yeah, I can see that. Just like like I said, if you do like some of these guys, there is no discussion, right? Like there is no discussion. I wouldn't have much of a discussion when it comes to these three in particular. Victor, no, there's no way, never in a million years. Devin, no. I mean, you got to give me something real good. No, because this contract is even good. He has a diminishing contract as well, just like Keldon. And then Jeremy Sohan, no, way too young, promising. You need that type of connector role. Championship teams have it. Draymond Green, you have these type of players. No. So those three, it's like, yeah, I'm not going to touch that. But then if the price is right, Keldon's one of those where I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. I have no suggestions. I don't really do those. What if this happened and what if you got that? I'll base it more off of, what people actually release that. Oh, this player is available. Or this player is available. I don't know. Just depends, I guess. Ruru, why you gotta talk so bad about Sohan all the time? You'll never like Sohan. If you don't appreciate, I'll just be real with you. If you don't appreciate Jeremy Sohan's game right now, you'll never like him because it's gonna always be like this. He'll get a little bit more solid as far as his decision making and all that. But as far as what he brings to the court, it's not gonna show up in metrics. He's never been that type of player. Ever since college, he hasn't been that type of player. He's not a player that's going to fill up the stat sheet. He's not going to show up when you're watching the game. You're not going to notice the nuances of his game. So if you don't appreciate him now, you're probably not going to appreciate him later. He'll be more sharp, but you're still going to sit back and be like, we can go without him. I mean, no, you can't. He just don't stand out on a page the same way as Devin does or Victor does. They're in your face. Even Keldon, he's in your face. These are players that's in your face. He'll never be that. I mean, even this game alone, right? Like, when you think about it, if we just using our minds here and trying to think back on how this game went. Hold on, let me see if I got it. Yeah, even this game in particular, like when you think back on it, we think of Wemby's passing, Trey Jones cuts, you think of Doug McDermott hitting some big shots. And then you go and you look at the stats and it's like, oh, that was a solid game from Sohan, actually. Wow, he shot a better percentage than Wemby, actually. Had the same amount of points. He had a 3 in there. He had a couple assists, 4 rebounds. That's strange. It's weird. I guess he had a decent game. All of his games are this way. Where he had a solid game and no one noticed, but other guys stand out more. I don't think you just get rid of Sohan. I think that would be a silly thing to do. Hold on. I missed a comment. Ruru says something. By the way, I love you, Ruru. I hate that you're wrong all the time, but I do love you. See, this is what I'm saying. See, I appreciate someone who actually commits to learning from their mistakes, not continue to make the same ones over again in insanity mode. I don't know what you're talking. I don't know what you're talking about. Do we say the same thing with anybody else on this team? Like, seriously? Like, that's so funny. You know what's funny by you saying that, Ruru? So, okay, if you guys don't know, there's some nuance here. And by the way, this clip, I'm probably gonna put it on YouTube. Okay. I'm sorry, Ruru, but she's an MVP of this channel. Okay, she's an OG. We've been going head to head forever. She loved DJ back in the day. I didn't. Whatever. So it's funny that you say that you appreciate someone who doesn't learn from their mistakes, and Sohan is that player that doesn't learn from his mistakes in his second year. But you would never say that about Keldon, who, let's be honest, has tunnel vision, and in the same game, he will go at 3 guys, 2 or 3 guys in the paint, and he will do it continuously and miss the shot, like back to back to back, and the other team will go on a run. Like, this happens almost every other game. But you will not say that he doesn't learn from his mistakes. See, me personally, I just see the players as who they are, right? Like, I think some guys, they just are who they are. I think Trey Jones is in that category. Keldon Johnson is in that category, and what you get out of it is what you get out of it, and usually it's pretty good stuff. But I think somebody like Sohan, he has a very high ceiling because of the things that he can bring to the game. And even if he is who he is right now, he just sharpened up like some decision makings, like some of the shots that he took, and he just sharpened that up. He's still a very valuable player for this team. Like that is a connector role that every championship team could use, playoff team could use. You could use that guy that's that connector for your team. So very similar to Draymond Green in that regard. So yeah, Ruru needs to start his Spurs channel. Oh man, she does. You do, Ruru. Oh gosh, here we go. His shooting sucks. He has no versatility on offense. Okay, that's absolutely. Who are we talking about? Wait, I know you're not talking about Sohan. Like, his name is versatility. Honcho said Keldon hasn't learned in 5 years. I love Keldon, but he still does it. Yeah, he does the same thing. Keldon is who he is. That's where I was saying, like, that's my question. It's like, he's very valuable to our team, but then that contract is really nice. I just don't know. I don't know. I'm cool either way, though. Okay, so this is what you had to say about Sohan. Okay, his shooting sucks. He has no versatility on offense. He plays okay defense. His vision is she said the A word. You can't say that around. I'm only joking. He still plays too fast. No, I don't see that at all. He can't finish. I will agree with that. And injury-wise, we still don't know how he's going to hold. What are we talking about? What are you talking about? Injury? Are you just saying things now? And like, the only truthful thing you said out of this entire thing was that he can't finish, which that's statistically proven this season that he's been a poor finisher. You compare his finishing this year to last year. Yeah, his finishing has been pretty dreadful. But everything else, I don't know what you're talking about. His shooting sucks. His shooting gotten better. His 3-point shooting has went up, I think 12%. Hold on. I don't want to tell you false information, Ruru. Yeah, his shooting. Yeah, he improved his shooting significantly, actually. Field goal percentage still the same, and that's the problem. Where it's like, oh, you got to finish a little bit better. But 3-point percentage, yeah, it went up 12%. What do you mean his shooting sucks? What are you talking about? His free throw percentage went up from 70 to 77%. That went up 7%. What are we talking about? Even his assists have went up. You said no versatility in his offense. He's averaging 11 points, 4 assists, and 5 rebounds. That's not normal. Hold on, we can go back. Player. Oh wait, we can actually go to this one because we were looking at Wemby versus LeBron. We can do the same thing. Okay, I don't know what's going on here. Hold on, let me show you something. Let me show you something, Ruru. You're gonna be blown away, okay? This is gonna blow your mind. You're gonna be like, what the heck? That doesn't make sense. That doesn't fit my narrative. No, hold on, watch this. Check this out. All right, let's go to Draymond Green, okay? That's a player that a lot of people say have versatility. We'll go to his second year. We'll go to his second year. His second season. Oh crap, wait a minute. Sorry. I messed something up. Oh my God, it went away. The whole thing went away. Come on, man. Let's go second year. Second year. Gosh, stupid. Draymond Green. We'll do second year. Second year. Okay. Now you just get results. All right, so we're looking at Draymond Green versus Jeremy Sohan in his second year. By the way, mind you, Draymond Green was 23 years old. Or 22? 22? He was older. He was 23. He was 23 years old. Sohan got him on points, got him on rebounds, got him on assists. Draymond had him on steals, had him on blocks. And then as far as percentages, shooting-wise, Jeremy Sohan beats him in all categories. And even if you want to, for some reason, you wanted to jump to Draymond Green when he's a year after this, he definitely beat Jeremy Sohan some stats, but it's still very close. And Sohan still beats him in assists. I think that he had 3 more rebounds than what Jeremy Sohan is averaging right now. But other than that, it's pretty doggone close. So yeah, this is the type of player we have. And similar to Draymond Green, he's not going to be appreciated as much. Now, there is a glaring difference between him and Draymond Green, as Draymond Green is a butthead. He does dumb things. He does very dumb things. Also, another thing to bring up, because some people will say, well, Draymond Green was a late pick. Well, Draymond Green was a late pick because of his attitude. That's why he was a late pick. All right. If Draymond Green was in an upcoming draft, dude, he will be very high. You don't think, looking back and what Draymond Green became, you don't think that a lot of other, if a team was going into the draft and they were told that this player skill-wise will become Draymond Green, you don't think they would get him in the first round? Obviously they would. I don't know. Just bringing this up for you to, you saying that he has no versatility, that's absolutely ridiculous. The only thing I agree on is his finishing, which is statistically proven that his finishing has been bad. How did this become into a Jeremy Sohan thing? We're done with the segment. This was a whole segment. The question was, would you trade Keldon? And now I don't know what it is. Keldon needs better defense and a better in-between game. Keldon, very similar. I'll say the same thing about Keldon as I say with Malachi. I don't think his defense will improve that much. Just not that type of player. His defense just isn't. This was supposed to be the year where Keldon would really key in on defense. It's the same. It's the same. Like, yeah, it's just not going to get any better, unfortunately. And Malachi's defense, he'll never be like a lockdown defender or nothing. He can get slightly better, but I don't think he'll be a good defender in his career. He'll be average, maybe slightly below average, to be real. Gosh, I've heard several actual players compare him to Kawhi as well. Wait, who are we talking about? Sohan? Yeah, like Patrick Beverly. I think Patrick Beverly compared Sohan to Kawhi Leonard. I guess me and Ruru are on the same page then. I don't think Jeremy Sohan is be as good as Kawhi. Like, I don't think that's fair to even have that assumption. But yeah, I think he'll be better than what people think. Pat Bev compared him to Kawhi. Yeah, Pat Bev. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Well, I guess me and Ruru agree then, right? Yeah, stop the Sohan hate. Exactly. Stop the Sohan hate. Also, to add on to stopping the Sohan hate, guys, go follow me on Twitter, okay? I have this thread. I actually pinned it to my profile and I have this thread, and every single time, and if you have any examples, you can send me a message either on Twitter or, well, I was going to say through my email. Just do it on Twitter. So just send me a direct message about anything that you've seen, but I just wanted to do a whole thread of every single time that Victor Wembanyama and Jeremy Sohan was publicly seen as being BFFs, okay? And there's some examples that I found. There's quite a few examples that I found. So if you have any others, you let me know. But yeah, I guess me and Ruru on the same page then. Cool. All right. Guys, I think that might be it. Hold on, I have something that I wanted to bring up. Where is it? I hate that they log me out all the freaking time, man. Why do they always log me out? I don't understand this. Sohan hugging Wemby's sister is one. That's actually one that I did have down when he congratulated Wemby. Let's see. Wemby's sister seems cool, by the way. The fact that for Halloween she dressed up as him, that was funny. Gotta be joking. I don't know why my stuff is acting weird. But yeah. Anyways, guys, as you always know, we have a sponsor for this video. We have a sponsor for the entire season. We have a sponsor for this live stream, and I'm gonna allow them to take it away.
BetUS, America's favorite sports book, where you can bet on everything, anytime. Sportsbook, casino, horse racing, live betting, and more. We have the best bonuses in the industry. That's right, get a 125% sign-up bonus. And to celebrate our 30-year anniversary, we are giving up to 30 risk-free bets, a truck, Super Bowl tickets, and more. Don't miss out. Play smart. Join now. BetUS, where the game begins.
But yeah, guys, so big shout out to BetUS for sponsoring this video and sponsoring the live stream and sponsoring this channel as a whole for the entirety of the season. If you guys are interested in anything when it regards to player props, when it regards to who's going to win or lose this game, or who's going to be MVP, Western Conference winners, all that good stuff, all over at BetUS. All you have to do is go to the link in my description and you receive 125% bonus. What does that mean? You put in $100. What do you get back? I can do math. 125%. So, but yeah, so big shout out to BetUS. And if you guys are interested and you want to support the channel, support me, supporting the sponsors does that as well. So go check it out. Go check it out nonetheless. Oh man, it's hot. I'm starting to get hot. I was cozy, now I'm hot. Support getting DJ back. Don Johnson. It's Don. Don Johnson felt that I was about to end the stream, and he was just like, "Yeah, no, that's not gonna happen." Don, I don't think you have any art. Just like anybody, I don't think all these people that are saying bring them. I don't think they have any argument for it. By the way, don't forget the trade kicker. So if you were to go ahead and get Dejounte, he will accept that trade kicker, right? That's going to bump it up to 34. Now, I don't think the Spurs pay for it. They don't pay for it out of their own pocket, but it's still on the books. So, yeah. I mean, you're still paying for it in some way. Like, you got to pay taxes on that. I'm pretty sure. And then it also, you have a cap, so it's going to be tough. This is why I'm hot. Yeah. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about the whole DJ talk. Oh gosh, I don't know. I don't want to say this because I don't want to sound self-important. Just know that I know. Just know that I know that. How should I phrase it? I'm not worried about the Spurs getting DJ. Okay, just know that I know that. If you care, I don't know. I have a source. Just I'm not worried about it. That's all I can say. I hate bringing that up and I hate talking about it because people always kind of go to, well, you don't know what you're talking about. I'll be honest. I'm kind of traumatized from back when I was probably the first person on the internet bringing up what happened with the Kawhi Leonard situation. Obviously, I wasn't the first to know, but as far as putting it out there, yeah, I got the green light to put that out there from somebody that was directly involved, like in it, in the trenches. I'm not talking about like a water boy, okay? Like in the trenches, actually in it, knowing exactly what's going on, direct connection, and I brought up exactly what was going on with the Kawhi Leonard situation, brought it up, and I got crucified for it. People were so angry, said that I didn't know what I was talking about, that I was just lying. And sure enough, like a month or two later, all these reports came out of the same thing. So yeah, very frustrating. So just know, I know certain stuff. I am very confident in the Spurs not pursuing Dejounte Murray after knowing what I know. Dev got love from KJ trade. It's all BS, y'all. That type of stuff. It was for the cameras. He doesn't talk to them. Crap. All right, guys. I'm getting off. Wait, what? Oh. All right. Yeah, I'm getting off. I will get with you guys later. I'll see you on Friday. I'll post some of the segments from this live stream. But yeah, I'll see you guys on Friday. Until next time. Bye. 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 Bye.